Hey guys, so I wanted to jump on here and basically talk to you guys a little bit more before my husband gets home. So he told me when he left that he should be home in about 15 minutes. So I don't know if he'll actually be home then or if he'll end up staying out longer, but I want to make sure I have time to talk to you before he gets home. So I am cooking dinner right now, and so I'm going to talk to you while I cook so that I can get this conversation done and I can continue to cook my meal. So basically, let's start out. I showed you guys this morning I got a positive pregnancy test, and this little princess is about to be a big sister, huh? Are you gonna be a big sister? So I had to be quiet this morning and I couldn't really talk a lot because my husband was here in the house. So once he left the house, he went out with his friend to ride his motorcycle and just do whatever. And so I put together like a little box for him to open. And it's gonna have, it has a little onesie in it and the pregnancy test and then a little note. So I'll show you guys before or like after he opens it maybe. I don't really want to open it again. So anyway, I might insert a picture here before, but we'll see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until he gets home, and then I'm going to have to find the right time. So I don't know if I'm going to do it before dinner, during dinner, after dinner. I don't know. I'm going to feel it out and see what's like the best. And then if he comes home in a really good mood, I'll probably just do it so that I can get it off my chest and we can talk about it. So we have, what I didn't really get to talk to you guys about much is that we've been trying to conceive for probably between 10 and 11 months. So Alex went on deployment last year from February of 2018 to February of 2019. Ayla was born in September of 2018, so he was gone in the middle of that, and he got back when she was about 6 months old. When she was 6 months old, he came home, and he's been home since then. He moved to Colorado, lived here for a while working while I was still finishing college and doing stuff in Kansas. And so then we recently have moved to Colorado to all live as a family again, right? So it's all like super exciting, and maybe like us being together has helped me, like my hormones and stuff, get back to like regular and be able to conceive, because in that in-between time we were still seeing each other. I would come here for like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and he would come to Kansas some, but it wasn't a whole consistent thing. So we'd been trying for a while. We're hoping, we actually had talked to a doctor multiple times about help with conception, and he had prescribed me some pills to help me conceive. Letrozole, he gave me some letrozole to try on 1 of our months to conceive. I'm still breastfeeding this little one, and so I could not do the letrozole while I'm breastfeeding, and so we had been talking about trying to wean her off. She's 15 months old, so it's not like I'm cutting her short. We've done over a year, but she's very, very into the boobies. She loves them, so it was going to be pretty traumatic for her, and so that kind of stressed me out trying to wean her off. And so we hadn't done it yet. I'd kind of been putting it off, hoping that maybe we would just get pregnant without it and I wouldn't have to take it, and then I wouldn't have to push her off. We could wean her more slowly and more realistically, I guess. And so that kind of happened, and I just got that positive pregnancy test. So I'm over the moon. I know I have had a lot of symptoms. So I have been really, really suspicious that I was pregnant for the last literally like 3 weeks, because I think, and that's probably about when I conceived, because I started having symptoms that I only have when I'm pregnant. I'm going to do a whole sit down video about my like 0 to 4 week symptoms. Oh, you want me to eat it? No more. So I'm going to do a whole sit down video on a 0 to 4 week symptoms that I've had. I don't know. I know what they say is that women who are on their second child feel everything a lot stronger and a lot sooner. So I remember with Ayla, I felt like I was pregnant, but I didn't know, like I'd never had those feelings before. But I remember this time having like so many red flags. Hey, I think you're pregnant. I think you're pregnant. Like always, like almost every day something would happen that I'd feel like, hey, I should probably take a test. I think I'm pregnant. So I took one about 2 weeks ago, came back negative, and so I was kind of disappointed. I was like, dang it. But I would have only been 1 week after conception then. So I was kind of skeptical that I might have gotten pregnant before and had a period while pregnant because, thank you. And so might have had a period while pregnant because I was having so many symptoms, and I thought it was too early to have been having pregnancy symptoms if I wasn't pregnant. So I was like, well, I'm going to just test and see if possibly I conceived before my period, and then I just had a period through it. I don't know. It's happened to people before, not likely. Well, I got a negative, and so I was like, okay, well, I don't know. We'll see. Like later on. So I waited about a whole week, which is like torture. If I had a whole bunch of the little like single tests, I probably would have just done them. But I only had like a few tests here, and I didn't want to waste a whole bunch and then him get suspicious if I go buy more. So I was trying to use what I had. But either way about it, I took the test today, and I'm so like shocked still. Like it doesn't even seem real. Sorry, I thought I heard a motorcycle. I don't hear it anymore, so maybe it was just someone else going by. So anyway, yeah, so I'm about to tell him. I'm gonna put in here now that my bet is he's not gonna be like anything crazy. He's not gonna go like crazy and be so like freaked out. He's probably kind of suspicious himself because of comments I've made about like having a really intense sense of smell and like cravings I've been having like that are so intense, and he's probably kind of suspicious already. He doesn't track my cycle very well, and actually my cycle should not have hit until the 16th of this month, and so today is January 11th, I think. Yeah, so January 11th, and my cycle shouldn't be here for 5 more days, so I'm still early. I'm still really early. So if you see on that line, it's pretty faint still. It's not because my HCG is too low or anything. It's really just because I'm still early. So let me grab this real quick. So since my HCG would still be low because I'm still so early, it didn't come up super positive. But I'm going to clearly call the doctor on Monday, and we're going to try to get in for an appointment so we can check everything. I think I know all of my dates, which would project my due date in September. Ironically, right around the same time as Ayla was born. So they'll be exactly 2 years apart. My husband was also born in September, and so we were shooting for Ayla's birthday to be on my husband's date, but we ended up getting induced a little early. So maybe this time around we'll get to my husband's due date, or my husband's birthday, and he'll have a birthday twin. We'll see about that when it gets closer to time. And possibly the doctor could say that I'm measuring bigger or smaller than what I am thinking. So we'll see what they say. But I definitely will have to come out with a video about the symptoms I've been feeling, because there's been a lot. Like maybe I'm just more in tune with my body and what I should be looking for now that I've been pregnant once. But I don't know. It's just crazy. I've like had a lot of things where I'm like, hey, that probably would only happen if I'm pregnant. And so I kept thinking about it. And so I'm glad I went ahead and took a test today. I was going to wait until I missed a period. Honestly, I was going to keep waiting. But today I just was like, it's been a while. Let's just go ahead and test. So I'm glad I did. The next time you see us, guys, I'm going to be revealing to my husband that we're pregnant with our 4th baby. My second biological child. He has 2 previously before we got married. And then he and I got married and we had Ayla. And so now we're going for our 4th. And we have 3 girls. So we have Anaya, Athena, and Ayla. Anaya is 9. Athena is 3. Ayla is 15, almost 16 months. And then we're going to have another addition. So we have 3 girls. We were really hoping for a boy. Clearly I'll be so over the moon either way. But we are crossing our fingers for a boy. So I will come back to you guys when it happens. Bye.
Cold.
Can't believe you stayed out that long in the cold. Those are bills.
Are the ones that you're talking about?
Yep.
All of them are?
I think so.
Hey.
You have a package on the table.
Oh, the Bears thing? That's dope. I don't know what this means.
How do you not know what that means? Read it.
I told you you were.
You always say, I don't know what this means.
I didn't know what it meant. But I told you that's what it was.
That's it? That's your reaction?
You better be a fucking boy. I'm gonna kill it.
That's it?
Are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy.
When did you take it?
This morning when you were doing something, I hurried and I collected my pee when you were in bed this morning.
Why don't
Because
you
you're supposed
pee on it?
What?
Why don't you just pee on it?
Because I was like wanted to wait in case I had a big reaction until you weren't like right there. So I collected my pee from my early morning and then I tested, where did you go? Like to the garage or something? And I tested it then, or no, you were playing the video games and you had your headphones on. And so I did the test then and it was positive. Are you not surprised? Not at all.
I told you. You don't remember me telling you you were?
I've been telling you I was too. How do you feel? Are you gonna?
No, I'm not contributing to that.
Why? Will you please just say?
Spartacus, attacker.
He would never. Can you please tell me how you feel? Are you sad? Are you happy? You're nothing? Whatever.